She's going to get the salmon sperm facial, right? And she'll walk in here like one day, instead of like acne, she'll be broken out in caviar.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
She'll have a bunch
Trypophobia.
of like... Yeah, she'll have a bunch of like, just like caviar bubbles or whatever they call it.
Oh, no. Now you're freaking me out.
Woody, Greg.
Hey.
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grant.
Morning.
We got Sammy.
Hello.
Seabass. Phones open, 877-44. Woody is the phone number. That's 877-44. Woody. You can send us your text over to 22987. So, we know that Morgan wants the nose job. Mm-hmm. And she's trying to get money for the nose job.
Yeah.
Is there any other kind of like cosmetic procedure?
Oh.
Just the nose job stuff? Like, because I just know like...
all of them.
Gina over here is obsessed.
Yeah, I love
Greg's
all this
obsessed.
stuff.
I'm obsessed. There's something I want to
Greg's
get
obsessed.
to, which I'll tell you about.
Oh, wow.
Which is what?
I want to get what's called a deep plane neck lift.
A what?
Deep plane neck
Yeah,
lift.
that's
all the actors get
plain.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gents.
because
Got this
your neck
droopy-
starts hanging. Yeah.
Let me see.
Droopy
You get-
neck.
You get like a pullback.
Don't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Greg, you don't need that.
Yeah, look.
No, you don't.
No, that's like what Henry Winkler got in his 70s because it was like hanging way
But
down.
allegedly, Brad Pitt got that or something.
Yeah.
like
Really?
That. Yeah,
It's
a lot
a-
of guys get it.
It
It's
looks
a tightening of the bottom of the neck.
Yeah.
It looks like I have like labia.
It's like a lower face.
I mean,
lift.
he's on the early phases of it. I'll
Yeah.
be honest with him.
So why not do it now and get it taken care of?
So since we're talking about plastic surgery, something that's kind of in the news lately, I know you're probably not aware of this person, but Brianna Chicken Fry, she's from Barstool Sports.
Okay, there you go. That's
Yeah.
another example.
I understand.
There's
I know.
another name.
I had to say that.
I know, but just by the way, that's another name.
Yeah.
I don't think it does her any favors. Like when you have a name like that,
Well,
immediately.
that's her nickname.
Sure, but I'm
Yeah.
saying immediately. This is an adult.
Brianna.
I
Goes
can-
by
I can-
Brianna
With a certain
Chicken
box.
Fries.
Yeah, but
She's cute.
I could just say her real name, and then people wouldn't
Either
know
way,
who
but
I'm
I'm
talking
saying
about.
like, don't you like? Do you find yourself doing that, Greg? Like you hear a name like that,
Yeah,
and it's like,
sometimes.
boop, your brain just immediately
Like,
shuts
don't-
off.
Well, no,
don't need to learn.
she would agree with you. It's
Yeah.
stupid, but it's some name that
Okay.
she came up with a long time ago.
Brianna
but
Chicken Fries.
Anyways, she was dating some famous guy, singer Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you look at her before and after plastic surgery, it's pretty insane.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and then now
Insane good?
insane good, yeah, because now she's on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, she looks really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she's had a lot of work done
I can see that. I'm
To-
looking at the before and
to
after.
enhance.
Good
but
for
yeah,
her.
but
I like it like when you saw the American Idol singers or the people who would audition and they sucked,
Right.
and just like, oh god, and they were told they couldn't sing. I got like a weird like satisfaction out of that,
Sure.
like watching that. And
Yeah,
when
those are the best.
Yeah.
Didn't they do away with that?
they did away with that, of course.
Weak.
Like you never have a William Hung now.
No,
Yeah.
no freak show.
in those shows. But what I also get a weird satisfaction of seeing poor plastic surgery,
Yeah.
or like when someone had so much work done that they're just clownish.
Yeah.
Or you could tell, because it's like they just wanted to stay so young forever,
And like how
and they were
long
in
ago?
such denial.
Yeah, how long ago did people stop saying no to them?
And I find it so pathetic. We got people in their 20s who are doing Botox.
It's
Okay, but-
very
Well, yeah,
strange.
that's
yeah,
normal.
It
no,
is?
it's not
Normal.
normal.
That's not
it's
normal.
Not normal.
I was doing Botox in my 20s.
Okay, well, it's not normal. Just
Well-
because you did it doesn't mean it's normal.
Well, no, and I was doing it because everybody was doing it, and
Yeah,
like
it's not
telling you
normal.
you have to
Doing
do
it.
it
Yeah,
because
it's not
they
normal.
did. It was all like
Yeah.
I think it was on Vanderpump Rules or something.
See?
That was like the preventative Botox. It was on all the
Oh,
reality
God.
shows, and then everyone was doing it, and
Yeah.
everyone was convinced
Every
you had to
moron
start
says
early.
Yeah.
And what
Whoever-
it does, it just stretches out your skin, and you're just going to constantly
Yeah.
need it more and,
And when,
more and
and
more.
when you look, and when you're
getting
45 and you look 65.
yeah.
It doesn't stretch out your skin.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
That's
That's
not
not what it does.
true.
It paralyzes it.
But
Mhm.
whoever
You're thinking of fillers, Menace.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoever did Brianna Chicken Fry needs the Nobel Prize. This is
Just-
she looks
yeah.
fantastic.
To Sports Illustrated.
She went
cover.
from looking 50 to looking 20.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
looks
so
great.
well, today I know that Gina's been bouncing off the walls because
Yeah.
she's gone to one of these head scalp spa things
Oh, yeah.
today. Now,
Yeah.
that's not obviously any kind of like procedure.
No,
it's just
I'm excited.
a scalp massage.
It's like you lay on that table and then, you've seen them online, like these like hoop halo things over your head that have like a sprinkler system and they go like up and down your head.
no.
And then like people give you like a full
aqua massage. You ever see those like they had them like in malls?
Yeah,
or
it's
tourist attraction places.
It's almost like a giant tube with a water sleeve in it.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
lay
that
on
I
the
haven't
table
seen.
and they close the top over you like a coffin lid.
Oh, absolutely
and,
not.
And they start all this water that would
Yeah.
just like start, and you're not getting wet because you're covered.
Oh no, I've never
Yeah.
done that.
It kind of
This
sounds
is-
like your head
Well,
massage
this is
thing.
actual like getting your hair and head wet, and then you
Yeah.
get like a full-on scalp massage. I think scalp massages are 1,000 times better than body massages. I just want
They're
you
all
to like,
good.
pull my hair and like scratch it up.
Pull it.
And, yeah.
Mm.
So I'm very
Okay.
excited about that. But do you think that'll prepare me for my next procedure that I'm excited about?
Oh, yeah. The other thing she's doing, and here, check this out.
I love weird stuff.
She's doing a salmon sperm facial.
And it's
Like
actually
salmon jizz.
Yeah.
I've heard about
It's
these.
actually weirder than you think it is because it's not like they rub it on your skin. I'm having it injected into my face.
What?
Yeah. It's
What
okay.
does it do?
Okay, so I wanted to give like the actual wording. So here's what it is. These salmon sperm injections are a skincare procedure that involves injecting salmon sperm DNA into your skin. The treatment is said to improve skin texture, hydration, elasticity, help with fine lines, wrinkles, scarring, rosacea. And this biochemist said to USA Today that the reason why it's salmon sperm is because the testes contain a higher concentration of the DNA. So you know, it's more
a
cost effective.
biochemist.
Uh-huh.
Is this widely accepted?
I don't
Is this,
know. But I know that like
how much does that cost?
I don't know.
Yeah, think about like if like one truffle,
Yeah.
like how much they charge for, you know, if you get like you go to a restaurant, like a nice restaurant, if there's truffle in it, they're gonna
Yeah, quadruple the
yeah,
price.
quadruple
Yeah,
the price,
which I don't
or
think is worth it.
Greg caviar,
Yes.
right? So, what is the harvesting procedure for salmon sperm?
Right. Who
It's got to
procures
be
that?
it's got to be so expensive.
Well, it's not free.
Well,
But
no
because
kidding.
they purify it, they filter it, they sterilize it, and then they go boop, boop, boop into your face. It's the woman quoted me. You have to do 3 sessions to make
boy.
it like work.
Of course,
Okay.
you always
Yeah.
have to
Okay,
do
wait,
3
wait.
sessions.
All right, so should we take a? This is per session.
Sure.
Okay. Any
session.
guesses per session for a salmon sperm
Do you know how many cc's of sperm there are?
facial?
No, I don't know.
How many loads?
You're right.
I don't know how many loads she's going to put in me.
Because Botox is give or take anywhere from 10 to 20 per unit.
See, I don't even know what that means. Thank God.
Per
Thank
unit.
God being a dude.
Let's say 200 each session.
Okay.
200.
I was gonna go 200 as well.
See, expensive. I like how much is Botox?
It depends. Let's say you.
What are you doing?
You could
Yeah,
do
it depends
like
on how many units
yeah,
you
how
many
need.
units
And
you
where
do.
on the
It can
face? Your
probably,
bunny
like-
lines, your 11s?
The amount that I get
I
is
don't know.
crazy. I would say it's around 800.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
like $15 a unit.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Botox is $800?
I mean,
yeah.
easily.
Oh, yeah.
How are-
For me, I'm
Easily.
getting like
Uh-huh.
80 units.
But how are so many people getting?
People get it like
Twice a year.
like $500. Greg is going
I
extreme.
get a lot of
Yeah,
units.
it depends.
Once
you
a
can get
year
it
is
cheaper.
also fairly normal.
Oh, so it's
Budget
once
that
a year
in.
for that.
Once or twice.
I
a
You
year.
have
haven't
to
done
go
it in a
3 times
year.
over how many?
Wait, are we talking about Botox?
No, now I'm back
Okay,
to
we're
your
back.
salmon
Okay,
sperm.
so I'm supposed to go 3 times, like I think it's once a month
once a month. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
for 3 sessions.
I'll say 250 actually. I'm raising it.
Okay.
I'm just saying 200.
See, I'm trying to put this in. Like, I don't know like what Gina's threshold is, because there's some things where I could see like Gina go, oh no, I'm not paying that.
No, absolutely.
You know, like they could say like
I sewed my bed sheet back on while it was on my
exactly,
bed.
exactly
Yeah,
right.
but her face is not one of those things. She will pay for her face.
That's true.
Yeah, so I will say put me down for 400.
Okay. Sammy?
I'm gonna say 600.
Okay, I was going to ask Menace and Greg if they knew where this like fire sale bargain basement.
Right.
Salmon
That's just like a
sperm
regular
injection.
facial is $200.
Really?
It's salmon.
And you're right. I'm pretty frugal, but there are rando things that I will budget for. This is $500 a pop.
Okay.
500, and you got to do it once a month.
I have to do it 3 times.
$1,500.
And I'm not
But-
like rolling in it, but I'd like to do this.
What? Okay, so what is the end result? What is?
Well, it's
to do?
supposed to.
Yeah, like we sit here, we notice the difference. Just
You
looking
better
at you.
lie to me if you don't.
Yeah.
Even out my skin. I want to do it under the eyes.
What does
Even
that
out
mean?
my skin.
Even out.
Well, like if you have like weird like ripples or bumps or I don't know,
Okay.
like by
Is it
bags under my
coloring
eyes.
or is it like
No, it's smoothing. It's less visible wrinkles, acne scars if you have them, hydration, elasticity.
You might
Okay.
look pretty puffy.
Okay, there's sometimes I sit and I think to myself, like, God, I see a picture because I hate myself in pictures and like visually just unappealing
Yeah,
as a person.
sure.
And sometimes it's like, man, it would be nice to be like an attractive person, right? Like to be like a decent looking person.
Okay.
You know.
You're not
No.
Shrek.
Listen.
Okay.
But when I hear stuff like this, and people who do feel good about their looks and the stuff they do and the lengths they go to, they're injecting salmon jizz in their face. You know what I'm saying? Or
I do.
You're going to get
but it's
Botox,
natural.
and Greg wants to have his neck cut out. And, I'm thinking, because for me, it's not even a thought, because what's the point? Right?
You-
Like, and so I will never have to. I don't care.
Because they don't actually feel good about their looks.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm saying in a way, it's like I will save so much time, and like I'll never have to know about certain things like that, because
fun,
like
though.
I would never do it, because what's the point? Lipstick on a pig kind of thing.
So you don't want to
It's a waste
spend
of
money
time, waste
in
of money.
your. I'm
You can't
translating-
polish a turd.
Right. I'm translating for you. I'm
Yes.
not saying I believe this. I'm trying to translate what you're saying. You don't want to spend a bunch of money and time and effort going from what you'd say like a 4 to a 5.5.
Well, no, you don't even have to worry about it, because it's like you don't. It's not even like part of your thought process.
Got it.
You know, like if they could do like yeah. And by the way, I was at a place, they had a brochure. They were telling you they could do all these different things for dudes about like erectile dysfunction and blah blah blah. And one of the things they had on there, Greg, was penile enhancement.
Is that? I thought that was
Which I thought was
a
all
myth.
right. I thought the same thing. So
I mean, we knew
met
about an
people.
implant.
Is
Like-
it the pump?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. This is a play. I'll have to show you the website, Greg.
We know about
Right.
extensions.
Yeah,
We've
but I
met
would
people.
see. I would
Yeah.
never do that, because I'd be afraid they'd break it.
Me too. I
Yeah.
think it
It's
would.
not
Yeah,
worth
and
it.
then it would never work.
It
It's
would
too
not
crazy.
work.
Well,
Yeah.
and then you look at like, remember when Kathy Griffin had all that lipo and like her body was one big bruise and it was all botched? I'm like, it's not worth it.
See,
We'll
there's
talk
a-
about somebody who shouldn't bother.
Right, exactly. Unless she gets like a face
God.
transplant,
Right.
like a whole head
Yeah,
transplant.
she needs to get attacked by a chimpanzee and then get a new face.
Yeah, I think like say somebody tragically passes, in some other way,
Sure.
they donate their
face.
entire head.
Okay.
I
I didn't know that was an option.
And then she can have that sewn on to her body.
I see. Okay.
Like she'd
And then
be
there's
in,
hope.
She'd be in better shape.
But there's stuff I look at,
Jeez.
I'm like, it's not worth the risk. But a little salmon sperm in your
Who
face.
jerks the salmon off?
But yeah,
That's a good question.
Like, I'm really
who
interested
gets
in
that job?
I'm just really interested in like the harvesting, like how?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Right.
I guess
well,
salmon are
like
pretty
caviar, like with the eggs, maybe they take it out
That's
right,
Yeah, you would
right
just
from the
extract
source.
it.
that's disgusting.
But-
But do they have balls? Like
They-
where?
well,
Like,
they have,
where
it says they
they've
have
got to be
testes.
internal, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but like
Fish
so those were,
testes.
like getting to that would be crazy.
Yeah. So if you guys in
Huh.
3 months don't say anything to me about this, I'm going to go in there and demand my money back.
She's gonna get the salmon sperm facial, right?
Yeah.
And she'll walk in here like one day, instead of like acne, she'll be broken out in caviar.
Yeah.
Oh God.
She'll have a bunch of like
Trypophobia.
Yeah.
yeah, she'll have a bunch of like just like caviar bubbles or whatever they
Oh
call it.
no! Now you're freaking me out. Remember
Yeah.
that story about that woman who ate like a live squid and had like squid babies in her mouth?
Oh,
What?
Remember that story? It was
No.
like a Korean barbecue place.
No.
Oh, now I have a new fear unlocked. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. She
Oh,
had
God.
it gave birth in her
Sounds
in
like
her
a
mouth.
movie.
Now I'm picturing somebody who has like those boils or whatever, like all over their skin.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
yeah.
Well-
They
You're
look
gonna
like
get
human.
scales.
They look like human bubble wrap.
Okay, right now I don't
Ugh.
feel like doing it, but I might talk myself back into it by the end of the day.
I just think it's a gamble because you don't know if it's going to do anything.
Like,
No.
do you really think you're gonna look $1,500 better?
I don't know.
Like it's gonna be one of those things where you walk in and people go,
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because
Yeah.
this stuff is supposed to be subtle.
then not worth it.
You
I
go
would
through
say
a lot of concealer.
$1,500.
What
That's a
about if they
lot.
switch it out with like some carp or something? You don't know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Right, some bargain
what if it's like
basement fish.
goldfish?
What about like what about like cod
Yeah,
jizz? Like,
tilapia sperm.
Yeah,
No,
like
you-
tilapia.
I have to admit, you're giving me a lot to think about.
right.
Yeah, prove that it's salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
877-44 would contemplate it as you're at your scalp thing today.
I will. I'll meditate on it.
Well, a lot of people in their response to Gina talking about and trying to explain how she's interested in getting, it's a salmon sperm facial.
Injection.
Yeah, so they inject the salmon bukkake into her face, and yeah, it's supposed to tighten and whatever.
Elasticity
Yeah.
and
So
hydrate.
so many questions. Why a salmon? Why a fish?
Yeah.
Well,
Why not a bowl?
I did see a few years ago, this hospital was making big headlines because for burn victims, instead of wrapping them in bandages, which I guess is kind of unsanitary and it hurts to take off and change, they were using salmon skin. So I guess salmon might be like the wonder fish.
Interesting.
We'll find out. You guys better compliment me.
Okay, so I'm really bad at noticing that kind of stuff. My wife will tell me I'm going to get my hair cut today, and I won't see her all day, and then, she comes back, and we're just having a normal conversation. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I don't make mention of it. She doesn't get mad like some people do.
No, I don't.
You didn't even say anything about my hair. Like,
Well, when women get their hair cut, you can't even tell.
Yeah.
They
Right.
cut like nothing
I'm
off.
just cutting the ends off.
My husband won't even look up and go, your hair looks great, just so he can tick that off the list.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Because we are talking about, speaking of getting cosmetic procedures, that trans woman from Kansas City that we talked about who had 6 ribs removed
Right.
Oh, yeah.
to get a smaller waist. We talked about that. That was
Lucky.
$17,000. I mean, at least your salmon sperm facial's $1,500.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to a Rolls Royce, it's a
and then-
bargain.
There's another influencer. She's Brazilian, 23 years old. She just spent over $19,000 for vaginal rejuvenation so she could become a, quote, virgin again.
Very popular.
Hymenoplasty, whatever. The hymen repair. So we talked about that. They
Yeah.
sew
Yeah.
the torn edges. So that's fun. But okay, so this is something I've been meaning to bring up. Have you been following any of this Brooke Shields stuff?
Yes.
So she's got this book.
It's crazy.
And it's called Brooke Shields is Not Allowed to Get Old, Thoughts on Aging as a Woman. And in this, she's sharing a story about how she had labia reduction surgery in her 40s. But she says, not for vanity, no. It was from discomfort, bleeding, and chafing. Like, how big are your lips?
That's the question. Like full curtains to
That's
the floor?
that's
my
like
God.
roast beef sandwich kind of
Yeah,
stuff,
that's,
right?
Yeah.
You're trimming that down.
Do you know anybody? I mean, I don't, because guys, everything dangles down there. We have way more than any kind of pouty lips from,
Yeah.
like a chick would have. But like
No girl I know
discomfort,
has
bleeding,
admitted has an outie, but you'd have to take care of that.
an outie.
You know?
Is that what
Yeah.
they call it?
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
An outie.
I mean,
That's funny. I've never heard it put that way. That's pretty
but
funny.
yeah, I would think that you might need to tend to that.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. Like some of them are crazy. Like not that I've seen porn, but
No.
No.
But some of them are like, wow, jeez. What the
Yeah.
hell? And you
They're
just
not all
figure
like tucked.
you just figured like she's been working a lot or something.
Oh, I see.
That's got to be very difficult surgery.
Oh, and by the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah,
why does it always seem like when you talk about stuff like that, it's always the girls who are the most slutty who go, that's not how it works. It's not from a lot of action.
It could be some battle wounds.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've seen like a shirt and a sweater get stretched out, like
Yeah.
and there's usually some type of elasticity
I mean,
to
some of it is genetic, but then like
Like
Anyway,
if your face sags, I imagine that would sag.
honestly, I know it's not on the rejuvenation subject, but the title of the book that she has. What was the title again?
Brooke Shields is Not Allowed to Get Old, Thoughts on Aging as a Woman.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I feel kind of bad lately because a very popular thing on Facebook is to take older photos of women, of like actresses, like let's say a woman from Baywatch, right? And they're like, oh, look how heinous she is now.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and find the
they're-
worst picture.
Yeah, and it's just people like constantly ripping how they look as an older woman, and it makes me feel a certain type of way. It makes me feel
Aw,
bad.
babe.
Good.
It does make me feel bad that people are doing that. And they're like, well, what else is this lady supposed to do?
Yeah, they're
You
dum
know?
dums. You
Like,
can't win either way.
she
Why
could-
doesn't she just age naturally? Oh, look how ugly she is.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, then you get like a crazy amount of work done, and they're like, oh, look how much work she got done.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
there's
you can't win.
There's a no-win situation.
Exactly.
Well, back to the Brooke Shields thing. She says at a post-op checkup, the surgeon informed her that he threw in a free vaginal tightening rejuvenation procedure without her consent, and she's
Ooh.
mad about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
you can't do that.
Yeah, he doesn't get to choose.
No.
It's not.
No, but I'd be thankful at the same time.
No,
Like,
but
oh,
If
if
this
you
is
she's-
wanted it, you would
great.
ask for it.
That's him saying you should not be happy with your body. You're welcome. Like maybe she didn't want anything to
I
change.
want to
She
go
didn't
that
have any
far, but
problems.
he shouldn't be doing medical procedures without her approval.
Now, naturally, I do understand that, but in this particular situation, I think it's like when you go to pick up your car from the repair place. They go, you know what? We ran it through the wash for you. Like,
Yeah.
it's all cleaned up.
I didn't
Oh,
ask
welcome.
for
That,
that.
that was not expected. Thank you.
And I know this is probably old school. Like, I don't even know if this was ever true, but remember, like, after a woman would have a baby and they'd be
Yeah,
like, oh,
through an
we
extra
stitched it for
stitch.
the husband.
Yeah, the daddy stitch.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I was getting a hernia operation and they gave me abs for
Yeah.
free,
Yeah, while
right.
you're in there.
I'd be like, I didn't consent
Yeah.
to that, but thanks.
Or you
I'm
know,
not
like
paying for it.
it's like, well, you're already you're already doing this stuff, so it's like, oh, I'm already there,
And
I'm
you're
like-
already under
like,
anesthesia.
right? Like you were saying, like, because my dog was getting her teeth cleaned,
You might as well do other
and
stuff.
they put the dog under for cleaning their teeth, and that's usually when they do other stuff, you know,
Right, or vice
But
versa.
that's approved beforehand. They say, "Hey, we're going to do this."
My
Would you
point is
also
the
like us
two
to do
birds
that?
with one stone. I'm
Yes,
saying, but like,
but she didn't ask for
Right,
it.
Right,
like if
he
Woody's-
still could have warned her ahead of time and said, "Hey, sometimes when we're in there, I see this
Yeah.
or that may happen. Is it okay if I do this if this is the situation?"
yeah, I went to a sandwich place the other day where normally you have to pay for chips, and they threw me a bag for free,
That's the
that-
same
and I was
thing.
like, wow, that's cool.
I'd be so angry.
Yeah, I'd be so mad. Like, no.
No, like if Woody's dog's teeth were getting cleaned and they said, hey, we clipped her nails while
Yeah.
she was under.
Look, I'm being
Great.
sarcastic. I do understand what you're saying. I do understand that you
Yeah.
need.
Consent.
But
Right.
I guess I'm still thinking to myself, all right, I woke up, I'm alive, I came through the surgery, there's no complications. Now I'm tighter, rip.
Right.
You
and
know?
rejuvenated.
Like maybe
Yeah.
and I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
Like it was thrown in for free.
right.
Yeah,
It was an
like,
add-on.
So-
I'm telling you, I wouldn't know how I would respond. I
Yeah.
would probably respond like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool," but still, it wasn't something that I approved.
Yeah.
Now, without getting graphic, had he done that and not told her, would
I was thinking about that,
she
too.
know?
I was thinking about
No, but
that.
the husband might know.
Yeah,
Like, I
somebody would know.
Like I don't know what this thing you got your lips reduced or whatever, but man, it's
Well, what's the recovery time too? Is there extra recovery on
I
you
don't
know on that?
and
tightening.
dissolvable
I
stitches.
don't know.
Well,
She
yeah,
says,
the
"quote: It
husband's-
felt like such an invasion, such a bizarre, like rape of some kind." Let's not get crazy.
Okay. See-
Nothing pointed toward this need to be tighter or smaller or firmer or younger, especially there.
Okay, I think I might be in this room the closest to understanding this. I could be wrong, but when I had my breast reduction,
Oh,
I have.
okay.
I
I wasn't
ha-
sure what you were going to say there, but go ahead.
Well, you know how I have. We were just talking about outies. You know how I have innies. I've mentioned this. Yes.
Oh, your nipples?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go
Inverted.
backwards.
like, yeah.
yeah. And I like it that way because when chicks have like the Mike and Ikes and stuff, it like grosses me out.
Yeah.
So if I did my breast reduction, she's like, the doctor was like, "Oh, no, we made them outies for you." I'd be like, "No,
But wait, so
I
they
would
were-
have told you I wanted that."
But wait, so they were that way before your surgery?
They were always inverted.
Oh,
and they're
okay.
still.
I thought that was like an after effect of.
No, they've
having
always been that
Oh,
way.
Okay.
And I like it that way because that's what I'm used to. And if she was like, I took the liberty of putting these 2-inch nipples, I'd
But
be
how
like,
do you know if you're cold?
they go farther in.
They go further
Really?
in.
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
But
Whoa.
after my surgery, they do come out sometimes, and it is weird.
So look at the end of the pencil when you pulled the eraser out. Like
Yeah.
so it's just like the.
Well, it's not like a cavernous hole.
Yeah,
It's like a
that's
a
not-
divot.
Okay, I
It's
thought
just
it, yeah.
like flush
Yeah.
a
with
divot.
No, it's not. Flush is just normal, and
Yeah.
cold is like a divot.
I was at a
Interesting.
strip club once with a chick that had those, and she was able to like roll up dollar bills and then put them in there.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
Mine
wow.
aren't that
And then
deep.
set them on fire. It was
Wow.
Oh,
pretty
I would
cool.
absolutely
Cool.
learn that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Take them on the road, Gina.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
So the text says,
Shout
it's
out
like
to Little
going in-
Darlings.
Oh my God! I went in for a vasectomy. They gave me a penis enlargement bonus.
Boo.
Yeah.
I know. God, dream.
Rips. Yeah. Not only can you not, you're harmless.
Yeah.
You can't knock anybody up, but now you got this big hog. That's cool. And it's on the house.
I
The
know.
world's your
Rip.
oyster.
Even better.
Yeah, just a free tightening. I'll take it. Anyway, she says she's not really letting her husband take it for a spin because she also talks about in the book her struggles with vaginal dryness and a low sex drive. Why is she talking about all this?
She probably has low estrogen.
She has a book.
Yeah, she's trying to sell a book.
I'm sure that other people can relate to her too. That's probably why she says it, because nobody is talking about it.
Spit on it. She says sometimes she pretends to be asleep when she knows her husband is in the mood. What a bitch. Even her doctor has, quote, lectured her on the importance of physical intimacy in a relationship.
Oh, yeah. Let him lecture you. That makes sense, though, now that she didn't want the tighten up, because that'll probably hurt more.
She says to fully enjoy sex at this point, she needs her lotions and potions, the right sleepwear, and a special pillow.
Oh.
And maybe a tequila or two so she can relax.
I was just about to say tequila. That's so crazy.
She says in order to change the way we approach and talk about women's health, we need to, quote, bring up the uncomfortable but very real issues. All right, so there you go. She's 59 years old.
Question, you're a tequila guy now, Woody. Does it make you all horny?
Makes me really wet.
Do you horn?
Dude, like, floods my basement.
Yeah. Does it make you moist?
Oh, dude.
Dampens you right
out.
out.
The most moist.
You slide right off your chair.
Wow. That's right. That's right.
Well, poor Brooke.
Yeah, she's had it too hard for too long.
I can't imagine to get anything better in the book. I don't know why she gave away everything there.
I do wonder about that when they do book sales. I'm like, well, I don't have to read it.
Yeah, it doesn't get any more interesting than that.
Yeah, exactly.
You had labia reduction. They threw in a free tightening. You got dryness, no sex drive. You're screwing your husband over.
Yeah.
One of the hottest women in the world. Won't
you're
give it to
rich.
you.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
She's good.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me on the text, what if I was under and they gave me a complimentary penis enlargement?
You're welcome.
I'd be crying tears of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
The Woody Show.
All right, welcome back. And see, I was also thinking, like, and we brought this up before, like, chicks are so lucky. Anything about their body they don't like, you can fix.
Yeah,
Sure.
Boobs,
Everything.
yeah.
Like, oh, you need your box tightened? Done.
Boobs bigger?
Or just aesthetically
Smaller?
more pleasing, less
Right.
lippage.
Yeah.
Done.
Lippage.
You know, you want bigger boobs, smaller boobs. You
Bigger
want
butt.
Bigger butt, bigger lips, different nose, different. Like,
Do it all.
It's the world is your oyster.
Yep.
Easy. Guys, I mean,
what do we want?
I mean, like the ab thing, like you can't really do that.
Yeah.
I mean, kind
I
of.
mean, you can.
Yeah.
I've
Well, how about
seen
the
it.
stencil with the spray tan?
Oh, yeah.
You can do that. But no, you can legit do
Like ab sculpting.
Those
abs.
gross calf implants.
Yeah, but like, it's all weird because
Yeah.
like we have these potential fake muscles,
Yeah.
but it looks odd. It's not real.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, the
so
one
what?
thing, like you would think, like we'd have the technology,
Right. And
you know,
the
we're
one,
talking about going to Mars and putting a flag on Mars, but yet we can't. You know, and again, maybe because I told you I was at that place and they had a brochure sitting there.
Yeah.
It's at that salon for dudes that I was.
Sweet.
So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for them to call me back, and like there's a thing there. It's a brochure for this place that does all this stuff like testosterone. You can do the testosterone
Sure.
treatments, things like that. But one of the things they offered was penile.
like lengthening or enlargement.
Yeah,
Enhancement.
they said enhancement. They said length and girth.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Well, we met that one guy that had it done, but the before was already good.
Right.
Remember? Like the
Yeah,
after
he
was
came in here and showed us your. You guys weren't here yet,
I'm so
right?
jealous.
But yeah, he came in here and he showed everybody his penis. It
Yeah.
was
Right.
massive.
It was crazy.
The
was
before
pretty cool.
was wow. The after was wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
But like, where does he think he's going to put that?
I don't know. Wherever he wants. There's, again,
Wherever he wants.
yeah, I'm saying like
I mean, you say that, but we've known women who
Yeah,
like
of course.
seek that.
Right.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, how no woman wants that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we know women
Freakish.
where they go the bigger the better.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, we legit knew a woman that worked in this building that found out this guy had a large penis. Remember, she was telling us, and she like stalked the guy.
oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she like waited outside his house so she could like.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, she
It-
literally stalked you.
Yeah, so she could like, you know, like I don't know, accidentally see him out in
Right.
the public so they can talk.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
the same person, if we're thinking
Yeah.
of the same person, she said that she hooked up with some guy one time and she like literally held up, like talking about girth, where she held up her hands and it's like one of those mini Coke cans.
Oh,
And she's like, did it.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
Oh my
That's-
God.
and
that's
she goes,
robust.
She said, did it. I'm like, wow.
Nice.
She goes, it's awesome.
Seems
She goes,
impossible.
I don't understand that.
Seems impossible.
Yeah. But you know what? Some people like a challenge, you know?
sure.
I would do a world tour of nude beaches and just walk around.
Check me
That'd
out.
be great.
877-44-WOODY. You can send us a text over to 22987. We'll be right back.